Okay, good morning, class. So today we're looking at the ratio and proportion. Going to look at the second part of this lesson now. Okay. So in our previous lesson, we just dealt with simplifying ratios. Okay. Also, at this point, you have written down all the notes so that you can move a bit faster through this. So ratios may also be used to divide total quantities. Okay. So you're looking at example one. Divide 880 grams between the cat and the dog in the ratio 5:6. Okay. So this is a bit different to what we've dealt with in the previous lesson. Not so, lesson 2 now. Okay. So, what we know here, that what we do is we say, okay, the cat is to dog is the same as 5:6. Okay. The cat and the dog is to 5:6. So what we do is we add the number one, the first bullet you're going to make there. We're going to add the ratios. Number one is to add the ratios. If we add the ratios, what do we get? 11. Not so. Those of you that now we got 11. The total is going to be 5 plus 6, which is 11. Okay, you all got that. Kumla, why are you looking so confused? That your look? No. Make your face normal. Okay. The second step is you're going to divide your 880 by the total number of units there are. Okay? Remember the cat has how many units? 5 of the 11. The dog has how many units? 6 of the 11. Not so. So what we say is, the second step is we're going to take the total, whatever needs to be divided, and we're going to divide it by the total units. Okay. In other words, it's going to be 880 divided by 11. So what's 880 divided by 11? Sorry? 80. So it's 80 grams per unit. You see that, people? We have 80 grams per unit. Alright. Now what? So now we say, okay, the cat has how many units? 5. So what do we say? 5 times 8. The dog has 6 of those units. So 6 times. You work that out. What's 5 times 80? 400. 6 times 80? 400 and? So the cat gets 400 grams and the dog gets 480 grams. What is 400 plus 480? Which is again the total number. Can you see here? Total number. Okay. You guys understand? Okay, yes. Is there any questions? Yes. If you're going to simplify it, what do you think you're going to get again? 6:5. When you simplify that, you will get that. But what is the question? You see, in the previous sums, we are asked to write it in the simplest form, the ratio of. So here we were simplifying the ratio. See, the focus is different here. So what's the question here? The question says, divide 880 grams of food between the cat and the dog in the ratio 5:6. So you're not asking you to simplify the ratio. The question is to divide the food in that ratio. You see the difference? See any other questions? Alright, so this one we're going to do together. Number 2. 560 Rand is divided between Alan, Brian, and Dawn in the ratio 2:5:1. I know they ask you how much does Brian get, but we're going to first go through this notion here. We're going to do that's what they did here. Okay? Then we'll answer the question. Alright. So where do we stop? Right, there's the ratio, not so. So we say Alan is to Brian is to Dawn. The ratio 2:5:1. So what do we do first? Right, so add the parts, so the units. So we added what we get. The total is going to be 2 plus 5 plus 1, which is 8. Then what do we do? 560 divided by 8. Let's do that calculation. Let's see. And what is 560 divided by 18? 70. So it's 70 Rand per unit. That's all. So how many units does Alan get? 2 times 70. Brian, 5 times 70. Dawn, 1 times 70. So Alan gets 140 Rand. Brian gets 350 Rand. And Dawn gets 70. What's the question? How much does Brian get? Therefore, Brian gets 350 Rand. The question could be, how much more does Alan get than Dawn? Did we just say Alan and Dawn? So 140 minus 70 is 70. So Dawn gets 70. Alan gets 70 more than Dawn, or then Dawn gets 70 less than that. You understand, people? Any confusion? Huh? Look at number 3. Let's look at number 3. Here we are told that Thabo is 10 years old. Okay? His twin sisters are 4 years old. So how many people are we talking about here? 3, no? 180 and 109 rand and 80 cents must be divided among them in the same ages as they and in the same ratio as their ages. How much would each sister receive? So I'm going to set this up. The ratios. How are we going to set the ratios up here? Double is yes. Babu and his sisters. What are the ages? 4 and 4. So what do I write here as the ratio? 10 is to 4 is to 4. What do you notice? You can simplify. Not so? What number can go into all without remainder? 2. That's going to give you 5 to 2. So you all agree that 10 is to 4 is to 4 is the same as 5 is to 2 is to 2. You all agree with that? So what do I do from here? Add it up, yes, and then you divide it the total by the number of units. Right, so the total here is now simply 5 plus 2 plus 2, which is 9. So now we say 109,80 divided by 9. So 9 goes into 10 once, carry 1. 9 goes into 19 twice, which is 18. Carry 1. 9 goes into 18 twice. 9 goes to 0, 0 times. So it's 12 rand and 80 cents. That's 12 rand and 20 cents per, not per person, per unit. How many units does Tabu have? 5. So it's 5 times 12 rand 20. How many units does the sister have? So it's 2 times 12 rand 20. 2 times 12 rand 20. To multiply this out, I'm going to get 10, 10, 11, 61. So Tabu gets 61 rand. 2 times 12 rand 20 is 24 rand 40. And that's also 24 rand 40. The question says, how much does each sister receive? Therefore, each sister will get 24 rand and 40 cents. People say, any confusion? If I didn't simplify this, then that would have given us 18, not so. Then it would have been 109,80 divided by 18 would have given you 6 rand 10 cents per unit. Then you say 10 times 6 rand 10 cents. And what's 10 times 6 rand 10 cents? 61 rand anyway. 4 times 6 rand 10 cents, going to give you 24 rand 40 anyway. But why did I simplify first? Because the numbers are smaller to work with. You guys understand? But if you're that kind of guy who likes to work with big numbers, you can do it with big numbers anyway. People, you guys understand? Okay. We're moving too fast. There was a little note made here. Here we are told that to enlarge a number, you multiply by a fraction greater than 1. Okay? Example, you multiply it by 6 over 5 or 10 over 7. That's how the number will become bigger. Not so. Because what is? Then let's use a one that has a common denominator. So it's 35. So 6 times, 6 over 5 times 35, and then 10 over 7 times 35. Okay, that's over 1. That goes once. That goes 7 times, which gives you 42. Is 42 greater than? Yes. So that's over 1. 7 going to 7, 1, 7 going to 35. 5 times 10 is 50. Is 50 greater than 35? Can you see it? So the question says to enlarge a number, you must multiply by a number greater than 1. Can you see that, people? To reduce a number, we'll multiply by a number less than 1. So let's use the 12 here as a number in question. So it's 3 over 4 times 12 over 1. 4 going to 4, 1, 4 going to 12, 3 times. What's 3 times 3? Is 9 smaller than 12? Yes. 2 over 3 times 12 over 1. 3 going to 3, 1, 3 going to 12. 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. Is 8 smaller than 8 and 12? So to reduce a number, we multiply it by a number less than 1. Does it make sense? So to enlarge a number, we multiply, then the numerator will be bigger. To reduce a number, the denominator will be bigger. Yes, my God. Let's see now in the next calculation. Let's look at the next one. You see here? He's asking where in practical we're going to use. There we go. There's a nice sum dealing with exactly. We are asked to enlarge 12 in the ratio 2:3. So which number must be on top? The bigger one or the smaller one? The bigger one. Not so. So if you're going to enlarge it in the ratio 2:3, it will be 12 multiplied by 3 over. You see that, people? You simplify that. Okay, so that's over 1. 2 going to 2 ones, 2 going to 12. 6 times. 6 times 3 is 18. Is that indeed larger? You see that, people? The next one, it says reduce 12 in the ratio 2:3. So what will you say here? 12 over 1 multiplied by 2 over 3. So 3 going to 3 ones, 3 going to 12. 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8 over 1, which is, and as you can see, 8 is less than 12. Do you guys understand? Simple, no? I can't make it simpler than this. Alright? The last example for this video, for this lesson. We are told here that an amount is divided amongst A, B, and C in the ratio 4:3:5. So we got A is to B is to C as 4:3:4. Is there anybody confused at this point? Anybody that's confused now? You're all with me then? A receives 24 rand. So is that the total or for A only? A only. Not the total. You will understand it. A receives 24 rand. So what I do is I put this thing under A's value. 24. Okay? What's happening there at the back? What's blowing like that now? Who made that sound now? Okay. People? So A receives, so if I had to say B receives 24 rand, you know what I put? That 24 rand under B. If I had said C receives 24 rand, I would have put that 24 rand under C's total. You guys understand? We are told that A receives 24 rand. They want to know how much does B receive. So what we do is we say, okay, this 24 actually represents how many units? Does it represent the total of 12 units? No. It represents 4 units. Why 4 units? Because that is what is the value for A, the units for A. Not so? You will understand it. So what you say is 24 divided by 4 gives us what? 6 rand per unit. You will understand. So do it again. Who doesn't understand? Okay, you got the question asked?
So if the 24 would you have said 24 divided by 3?
Yes. She's asking if the 24 under B, if B was 24, then I would have said 24 divided by 3, which is 8. You would have been 8 per unit. Absolutely. Anything else? You all understand, it's easy. So now the questions, so how much would B get? B is going to be 3 times 6, so that's 6 rand per unit. And B has 3 units. Go through it at the back. Look here. And C receives 5 times 6. So that means you say B gets 18 rand, C gets 30 rand, and A got 24. Let's answer the question. How much does B receive? Therefore, B receives 18 rand. Okay. So what do you guys listen? Let's look at number 2. Number 2 says, what was the total amount? What was the total amount? So the total is simply going to be, I can add this up. It's going to give you 7, 12. It's going to be 12 times 6, which is 72 rand. Or I can add this up. Your total is going to be 24 plus 18 plus 30. 24 plus 8 is 18 is 30 is 42 is 72 rand. Either or will get you the full one. Okay, people, you guys understand? Is there any confusion? For homework, I would like you guys to do from that exercise number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and 5. Okay, you guys are asking for one more, number 6 as well. You going to do numbers 4, number 2 to 6. Okay. You guys can start with it now. Yes, you got the question? Yeah. You're only going to do this one when you are given the answer to one of the ratios. As I indicated here, that the value was for A only. That's why I divided 24 by 4. Okay, so you're all okay with this? Okay, so Monday, we'll do the last part of this year, the last few sums as well. Okay.